Well, it's about 5:30 in the morning. Good morning. A lot of stuff to do today. Boiling up some water right now. Make me some oatmeal. Oatmeal is what I'm having this morning. Enjoying my coffee. Enjoying this warm fire. It's about 40 degrees out. As you can see, no wind. So it's pretty nice this morning. Not sure what all we're going to get into today. Right behind me, some hiking trails that lead down to a nice little pond called Beaver Pond. I mentioned it before. Might go check that out. Also might have to see what Lady Offroad's up to today, if she plans on coming out early or if she plans on coming out later, because she's not coming out early. We might take a ride out to Talladega National Forest. Probably not the same trail we went on last week. That was a little rough, but we never know. I know what to expect now. There are some trails down in that area that I want to explore. It's good coffee, y'all. Just instant. But yeah. What did we get into today? It should be interesting. Well. Good morning, everybody. Back here in the Talladega National Forest. A little bit different location than last time. Got some good stuff coming up. There's a pretty decent hill climb I know I'm facing later on in this video. It's about 25 degrees uphill. I've done it before, but it was dry. Everything out here is pretty wet. Kind of like this section I'm coming up to. But stick with me. Hang with me. It'll be a good video. I did this with Lady Offroad a few weeks ago, and it was pure accidental. Kind of shocking. I wish I had filmed some of it, but I didn't. But I'm heading out that way. We're going to swing by the old church that I posted a couple videos. It's on the way. I can't avoid it. I might film there, I might not. Y'all have already seen it. I'll do a quick recap of the church, and then we're heading out to this this path that's the road less traveled. It's not as bad as last week, but it's got some technical areas, and considering there's been a lot of rain and a lot of fog this morning, I woke up at camp and there was 2 inches of water in my camp chair. So I don't know if it rained. There was nothing in the forecast, but you never know. So let's get going. It's sloppy. It's definitely sloppy. This is not the hill climb. It gives me kind of an idea of what I'm looking at. The road's pretty wet. As you saw, that was real sloppy. I was sliding around pretty good, even with these brand new mud tires. I've been down this path. It's like a logging road. See? Not a whole lot out here. Make sure I'm on the right way. This road does split a couple times. It splits a couple times, but they are closed roads for the Big X that I use for off-road navigation. So it's going to be a sloppy day. It's going to be a fun day. So hang with me. Ride with the windows down as normal. Oh, check this out. So this is just a preview, I guess, of what's coming up today. So yeah, last time me and Lady Offroad came down, it was pretty dusty, actually. She had to hang back quite a bit. Ooh. I'm gonna have to roll these windows up. I'm getting destroyed with mud. Yeah, so stick with me. Like I say, we got some fun stuff coming up that I know of, and anything along the way that I find interesting that I think you guys will like, I will definitely film it. So hey, if you stuck around this far, think about subscribing. It's free. You can head on over and subscribe to my Patreon. That's free as well, trying to build that as well. And check out the short. Lady Offroad had a little mishap on her little scooter. It's funny. She did a good job. That was her first video edit. Shout out to Lady Offroad. Check this out. Just random. You're just riding around in these woods and all of a sudden, boom, field. Yep, just, I guess it's a food plot. I mean, this is a national forest, so you are allowed to hunt it. I believe the rules over here is 100 yards from the road, so I'm not sure what kind of food plot that was. But hey, I don't know. I don't live in Alabama, so I don't know. I don't know their hunting laws, and I've never hunted over here, so I've never looked at it. But check you guys in a bit. Thanks for watching. All right, well, here we are, back at the church. Oh, sorry about that. That's probably a terrible view. Oh. Yeah, a little different than the last time. But yeah, same church. Still here. Logs are still here. I love this place. It's so cool. Kind of like down in Callaway. Got a video coming out. Me and Lady Offroad checking out 1800s house that was moved in. You'll see that. That's upcoming. But yeah, still here, still looking good. We had some storms come through, so I was kind of wondering if it took any damage or anything, but no, it looks good. Looks good. How come just like one side of my Jeep always gets muddier than the other? There seemed to be more mud on the passenger side. Strange. I don't know. All right, well, I'm gonna head out. I'm not gonna lie, from what I've seen, from what I've seen coming here, it's totally different than it was when me and Lady Offroad came out here a couple weeks ago. It's way wetter, a lot more muddy, so I'm not sure about this hill climb. I'll head that way. I'll show it to you. If it, I'll try. I'll attempt it, but once again, I'm rolling solo out here, so I'm not trying to destroy the Gladiator. But onwards and upwards. Going to go check out a campsite that I found on the Big X that I use. I'm going to check that out for future camping. I might shoot a little bit there, show you what it looks like. It's supposedly brand new. It just opened recently, from what I understand, because there's not even listed on some of the sites that I was looking up before I came out here. But we'll see. So stay tuned. We'll see what we get into. See you guys in a bit. Yeah, I found it. Once again, this camera doesn't translate everything I'm seeing. Threw it in 4-wheel drive low. Let's see what happens. All right, my camera's filthy. That doesn't, and I'm telling you, hold on. Let me get situated here. So, it doesn't translate on video as well. At one point, I was looking at 26 degrees up and 12 degrees off, which I was watching the screen here, right there. And I didn't, Just didn't translate, but it was fun. I was actually kind of nervous about this one. Throwing it back in with just 4-wheel drive, and it's rarely that I have to use 4-wheel drive low. I mean, that's really one of the only places I've actually used 4-wheel drive low, just so I had more control over the vehicle. Throw her back in 2-wheel drive for now. From what I remember, from here on out, the trail is just a trail. Whoa! That was not, I didn't think it was that deep. Yeah, the rest of it I could probably do in 2-wheel drive. From here, it's just a boring, now downhill I go after I went up. And like I said, me and Lady Offroad did this a couple weeks ago on accident. We found it on accident. Oh, this might be fun. So I didn't remember this. Looks like there's another hill climb coming up. I didn't remember this, but it looks like I could do it in 2-wheel drive, but I'll show y'all. It looks about 15 to 20% up. Little mud puddle at the bottom to get it started. Sorry, I'm focusing on the road, not the camera at this point. Let me see if I can twist that. Get all the, whoa, tree. Sorry, Lady-O. I got mud all over my camera again. Here we go. Like I said, doesn't translate on camera. I'll watch my pitch and roll, see what it is. And if you guys are wondering what I'm looking at, yeah, I know it was shaky, sorry. It's just shaky out here, you know what I mean? Ooh, tree crossing. You know, guys, I'm gonna stop and get out real quick. You know, this is why I do this. Look, it's just nothing out here, guys. Just this ugly mug and nature. I mean, look, I know the camera doesn't do it justice. That's probably, I'd say 40, 50 feet down to the bottom of this ravine. This is the area of where those bucks I saw that would have been running to, that bottom, they like to come on the ridges so they can see down. When I used to hunt, still do, but when I used to hunt national forest, excuse me, I used to set up on the ridges. So I could see both sides, the back side and everything, but the bucks would like to come up those ridges so they could see what's ahead of them, which is nothing. All right. Gonna head back, see where this road takes us. All right, guys, I gotta stop. You all have to see this. This is probably one of the better views that I've seen in this section of the woods. Check this out. Just miles of nothing, really. I mean, I'm just looking out there and I'm not seeing much of anything. No houses, no roads, just the national forest. I love it. That's why I come out here. Talladega National Forest. Most everything, if you stick on the main roads, can be done in a two-wheel drive vehicle. And if you find something that is too tough, just turn around. There's plenty of different ways around, and most of this is actually accessible by main road, like that horse camp I was at. Those horse trailers, I know they didn't come down the roads I came down. That would beat those horses up. That's not cool. So they had to have come in one of the main roads, which there's plenty of them out here, like I was saying. It's not as bad as last weekend, I'll tell you that. Nowhere near as bad. So I'm gonna keep on heading on somewhere, wherever I'm going, and then I'll check back in. Hopefully we can find some cool stuff along the way that we can check out, but talk to you soon.